So against Undead, I think in this game I decided to go for an expansion. As I pretty much always do when I play Undead.
The damned stand ready. Summoning is complete.
I was probably doing something else at this stage of the game because I see I'm not moving the ghouls, so probably was not paying attention or something.
Summoning is complete.
So that's gonna cost me a lot of lumber.
Summoning is complete.
Yeah, now I remember. I was kind of disappointed when I noticed that the ghoul wasn't moving. So going for a Dreadlord first, and just messing ghouls, making a graveyard, making the shop. I think that this was certainly the first time I played an Undead Mirror on this very map, since I think in my entire life I haven't played more than 50 maybe Undead Mirrors. I'm not sure. It could be anything between 25 and 100. But I think not more than that, because I never play on that. So for the time being, there's absolutely nothing that is worth doing with the Dreadlord.
The damned stand ready.
Since I don't want to go and creep just to take damage, so I'm just making as many golds as I can, then I get the Sacrificial School, the Root of Necromancy, and then go for the expansion.
Summoning is complete.
I choose to put Sleep on the Enforcer, so I take less damage. I could also put to sleep the Assassin so they don't poison, but it doesn't matter because one Assassin is enough to poison a lot of stuff, so it doesn't matter if you lose one ghoul here. The only thing that matters is for those towers to go up. Cannibalize would be nice actually, now that I think about it, so I could just regain HP faster.
Summoning is complete.
So I think the Undead doesn't have any idea what I'm doing right now, which is pretty good. Actually, it's the best scenario. I don't have the gold to start. Okay, so now he scouts it. But it's too late now, my towers are already up. And with those towers I should be able to easily defend. And possibly start my gold mine. I don't need to rush to level 3. Because taking any camp would potentially expose me to damage. I mean, it will for sure, since I have only 3 ghouls and the other ghouls are important for me to harvest lumber, so getting level 3 is absolutely useless for me at this stage of the game. The only thing that I need to do is defend my expansion and stabilize. And if I get away with it, that's enough. Of course, the other player is gonna have the advantage of the fast attack, because I'm assuming he's not going for an expansion. So my attack is gonna be very late. But if my expansion stays untouched, it doesn't really matter. So he has to do something now to at least apply some damage. Placing slip on the geomancer here. And now I'm going for the level 3. I have full charges of Rod of Necromancy, so I should creep it comfortably. And now I'm finally starting to mine. Attack is started. Placing the hurt ghouls back into the blight so they can recover to full HP. And yeah, I think cannibalize would be very nice with this style. And I see that he's greedily trying to creep this camp, which is possibly the hardest creep camp I ever saw in the entire map pool. So I'm pretty sure I can punish him hard. Carious Worm is level 2, so I can do a lot of damage here, but he's TPing very fast, so maybe I'm not even gonna get the feed. But I should be able to finish this camp. Even though rejuvenation is very good, so it's gonna take me a while to finish this camp. Building the second crypt. I would need to build another one right now, so it would be better to build the third crypt right now. Okay, I'm doing it. So, not bad. Talking about upgrades, I'm upgrading the armor for the ghouls, and the attack for the gargs. Because I'm planning to go gargs. Oh, but he's pushing me. So he's pushing me with 4 fiends, 1 statue, 1 mid-wagon, decay, lich and necro, so it could be potentially a good push. But I'm focusing the statue with everything that I have. Still the ghouls are too squishy, so they die immediately. If he gets those towers, it would be GG, but with mass repair I should be able to keep them up. And he's gonna lose all of his ghouls as well. He has a lot of skeletons thanks to the necros. He's trying to save his wagon, which is the thing that interests me the most, and I want to get rid of it. But it's still up. And I have a lot of gold that I cannot possibly use right now because I need to be here. I need to micro here. Can't do anything with the buildings right now. Because the priority is to defend this push. And I was able to kill the wagon, which is the only thing that matters really, since it cannot break into these towers. And in the meanwhile I'm producing more and more gargoyles, so I was actually doing some macro in the back. But I think I need at least 15 to do some serious damage here. I do a good job with the towers, targeting the necros first. So he doesn't have any necro anymore. That's very important. He gets one of those spirit towers, but in the meanwhile I'm buying time and I'm getting the Naga because still the pressure is too much. I'm not able to repair my towers, so I need a second hero. And the Naga turns out to be an epic decision because she's gonna allow me to snipe those fiends with the Gargs, with the slow, with the Carrion's Worm as soon as I have mana. Naga gives me so much leverage at this stage of the game. Maybe she's not good as... It's not as good as the Lich late game, but when you need a good hero straight out of the tavern, then the Naga is the best with the slow. And she really helped me here. So my expo is still up. I lost a lot of acolytes, but I still have 3. And I got some kills. And what's more important, I have a lot of stuff in production. I even saved my 3rd crypt, so my production is not gonna be stopped in any way. Gargoyles are 1-0, so they won't do too much damage. but if I mess enough of them, I'm still gonna be able to win the fight. So I don't want to break upkeep yet, because
Summoning.
I had to use a lot of gold to mass repair the towers. My mining process was interrupted, so currently sitting around 300 gold. And I want to bank a little bit more, but at the same time I know that I need a decent army. What is good is that I now have the second attack upgrade for the Gargs, so I feel confident to go creeping, but he could potentially creep jack me here. So that's kind of a risky move, because I'm not scouting with skeleton or anything, I'm just going there. So very risky. But with the Gargs, it's kind of easy to snipe that guy, because I now have the critical amount of gargoyles. And yeah, I'm breaking upkeep, I'm not waiting for anything. I just banked for a few seconds and now going into full production. Level 5 on the Dreadlord, so the Carrion's Roar is gonna do some damage. And 56 food of purely Gargs basically, because I don't even have too many ghoul, I got like 1 ghoul. So it's like 58 food of basically gargoyles and heroes. And he's coming again, but all he has is like 5 fiends, 2 necros. I should be easily winning this fight. When look at the damage of the Naga combined to the Carrion's Worm and the Gargoyles. Those fiends are just melting. And he's losing everything, he's probably gonna lose the Lich as well. Okay, he's microning back, but his Death Knight is put to sleep by the Dreadlord, so he cannot cast coils, cannot save any unit. And he calls for the GG. So that's it. Let's take a look at the points. So I got 1 hero kill. Resources, of course, I mined more gold, not even too much. I mined 13,000, I mined 9,000. But I just killed a lot more units, I killed 67 versus 49. And yeah, that was